Okay, last video for this study guide. This is the back page. This is where you guys need to pay attention because it's where you struggled most on the problem trail and on the progressive problem solving. This 1/6 is married to the x by multiplication, which means we have to divide to divorce it. We can't rearrange the order, so we have to do x equals 1/12, because it was there first, divided by 1/6. Then we're going to flip it, so it's 1/12 times 6 over 1. We're going to reduce so that it equals 1 over 2. We go on to 22. We get y equals 4 2/3 divided by 2/3. Then we're going to do two flips on this one. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Flip our sign, flip our fraction. Reduce the 3's to get 14 over 2. Y equals 7. Then we go to our next one. 3 is married to x, so we have to divorce by division. So we get x equals 1/5 divided by 3. And we know that 3 is the same as 3 over 1. Then we flip our sign, we flip our fraction. 1 times 1 is 1, 5 times 3 is 15. Can't reduce it, so it's 1/15. Y is married to 4 by division, so we divorce by multiplication. Since we're already multiplying, we don't flip anything. 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 goes into 20 3 times with 2 leftovers, and we have to reduce this to 1/3. We should have just reduced over there. Still gets us the same answer. This, we've got two marriages, so we're going to have to get divorced twice. The first one is the 7. That 7 is married by division. So we're going to do 3x equals 15 times 7. Well, 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3 is 10. So we've got 3x equals 105. Then we have to divorce by division. 3 goes into 10 3 times with 1 left over. 3 goes into 15 5 times, and it's an even number, so x equals 35. Now we've got some orders of operation. First, we're going to write PEMDAS up here so we don't forget. First is parentheses. Since we're adding, we have to have common denominators. Common denominator of 3 and 5 is going to be 15. So we're going to have 4 4/15 minus parenthesis. To turn that into a 15, we have to multiply by 5. What we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So that's 10/15. To get that to 15, we multiply by 3. So this was my step 1. Step 2, I actually add those together. So I'm going to carry over my 4 4/15 minus 10 minus 6 is 4. So that's 4/15. This has a common denominator. And this are the same size, so I don't even need to borrow. I can just do 4 4/15 minus 4/15 to get my answer of 4. As you can probably tell, I just paused it because I did a stupid mistake and I subtracted these two instead of adding them like I was supposed to. So I erased that. So now I've got 4 4/15 minus 16/15. Okay? This is not big enough to subtract this, so I'm going to have to borrow. If you remember borrowing, it means I'm going to take this 4, turn it into a 3, and I need 15ths. So I got 15/15 plus 4/15. So I've got 3 19/15 minus 16/15, which I still have from up here. 3, I don't really have anything else to subtract, so I'm going to stay with a 3 there. 19 minus 16 is 3/15, and I can reduce that to get 1/5, because 3 goes into 15 5 times. Okay, on 27. Since I have divide and multiply on here, I'm going to go ahead and make my fractions improper right now. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6/5, divided by 5/7 times 1/6. Order of operations, remember these two and these two have to go left to right, which means I'm doing this first. So I've got 6/5 times 7/5. I can't reduce anything. 6 times 7 is 42. 5 times 5 is 25. I bring down my 1/6. This can be reduced. 6 goes into 42 7 times. 7 times 1 is 7. 25 times 1 is 25. So my answer is 7/25. Last one. First is parentheses. So 5/4 times 1/5. Those both reduce. So I get 1/4 squared times 2/3. Next is exponents. So I've got 1/4 times 1/4 equals 1/16. Then I still have my last step. 1/16 times 2/3. That's going to reduce to equal 1/24. And that cannot be reduced. If you have questions on your study guide, let me know.